Okay, so today I was asked about Reiki, which I get a lot of inquiries coming in all the time about wanting to learn Reiki, and mostly they want to know what it is and what it's going to do for them, and will they benefit from it. And sometimes people really want to know what it is, like really what is happening when they're attuned to Reiki. So I thought I might answer a few of those questions for when someone decides to come and inquire about Reiki. And sometimes it's very scary. Some people actually have my brochure or business card for a long time before they finally decide to give me a call because they're just, I don't know, worried about being judged. Anyway, so basically what I would normally tell people is that if you're feeling lost and unwell and all of those things, then no doubt you are probably going to be really worth having Reiki. So what happens is we get depleted with life force. Now, I'm going to give you an analogy of what life force is, just so that you can understand that we all need topping up of life force. Now, if it's like a mobile phone where you have a brand new phone and your battery is full, and when you go to charge it, it's already like 3 days before it needs recharging. And that's like us when we're born. We've got full life force energy channeling through us. But throughout the life of the phone or our life, we end up depleted. So when it comes to a mobile phone, you are adding all sorts of apps, you're doing a lot of work on it, it gets full of photos, it gets all sorts of things, and eventually your battery starts to drain and you need to charge it more often than once a day. So your body is like this. You are depleted of battery life, and so therefore you are not working at optimum levels. When your life force, or as in the mobile phone, your battery life is becoming very low and needing charging more often, then no doubt you are probably also going to have a lot more illnesses happening, and you also attract a lot more injuries. You can also attract lots of negative situations in your life. Basically, life can be turning to shit and you are just not enjoying life. You realize that you're not going in a direction that you wanted to. And this comes from fears and phobias. Because the more things that happen in your life, the more fears that can be created. And when a fear is created, it creates a blockage within your body on a mind, body, and soul level. And fears and phobias immobilize us from moving forward. So, if you're meant to become the medium or, a Reiki person, a healer, or anything that your heart is really desiring, and you start having a lot of fears about it, then you are not going to do your true purpose in life, because so many other factors come into play that you just cannot bring yourself to go ahead and become your true authentic self. So over the lifetime, with all sorts of experiences happening, and most often negative experiences, cause you to have illnesses and injuries, and basically becomes excess baggage for you. When you have excess baggage, those fears define you, and therefore you have drawn out your battery life. You're running on empty, basically. So when you come along to a Reiki seminar and you get 4 attunements, you are going to have your battery refilled. It's going to be like, topping it right up from the very first time you get the phone. And when it's doing that, it actually transmutes and dissolves all the excess baggage that you had before. All the negative energy that was within you starts to dissipate, and it's taken over with good energy. And the good energy is what you want so that you can move forward in life and become your authentic self. And you'll get all sorts of guidance when you start topping up your life force. So Reiki has a consciousness of its own. So you will start getting guidance that, you want to go off and you want to learn this course and that course. And then you start doing the things that you're meant to be doing as your true purpose in life. Now, when your true purpose in life starts to unfold, it's really easy to get out of bed. And a lot of us can be in depression because we are not doing our true purpose in life. We are not living to enjoy life. We are just existing, and we're wondering what it's all about. Why are we bothering when we have no purpose in life? And it doesn't matter how small that purpose in life is. Even if you're volunteering in a job, that's a purpose in life. Helping people is so self-rewarding that becomes your true purpose in life. So it's really easy to carry out your true purpose in life because there's a natural passion behind what you do, because you have an automatic high, like it's really high vibing to help people. It's also a high vibe feeling when you're treating people with Reiki. So the more we do Reiki, the more we are topping up our life force, and it's a give and receive situation. So when you give Reiki to a client, you actually automatically get topped up, and you then do not get drained. It's a bit like breastfeeding for those of you that are aware of how that works. The more you feed, the more breast milk that is made within your body. So Reiki energy, the universal life force energy, is just like that. The more energy your client needs, the more energy that is channeled down through you to give to your client, and you get topped up first, so you never get drained. If you're feeling drained after you have treated a client, then you are most likely circulating your own energy, and that's a no-no. That is how you are going to deplete your own source. When you're attuned to Reiki, you are attuned to the highest vibration, the source. It's an absolute constant connection to source, and you can top up your life force 24/7 and you never get depleted. So this is really, really important if you're going to be out there doing this kind of spiritual work, because you cannot afford to have your life force depleted. You cannot be there for everybody else if your life force is depleted. So again, for all of those that are out there thinking that they need to give and give to others, you will be getting drained. There needs to be a certain amount of give and receive in order to get maximum benefits. Even if that's a barter trade with a friend, if a friend wants to have Reiki, barter trade with them. Ask them to cook you a meal or take you to the movies or babysit your children for you if you are to be giving Reiki to these people. There has to be a balance. There has to be something in exchange. Although the Reiki is going to work regardless, it becomes a psychological effect when someone wants to just keep having Reiki treatments and not willing to participate or give back to you or something to the universe in return. So it is really important. This is also an important factor when it comes to seminars. Really, you deserve as a teacher to be paid for your time. It's not the energy that you're paying for. It's not the energy that you're paying for from a practitioner. It is purely their time and their expertise, which I think is fair in this day and age, that you are given something in return. In the Western society, it's currency. And other places in the world, it's a barter trade of whatever that you feel is of the right value to make it work. Everybody deserves to be rewarded. Anyway, so in Western society, we have a currency, and that's generally accepted in our society. People are wondering why the prices vary in one country. There are low socioeconomic areas and there are high socioeconomic areas. So therefore, the price can vary accordingly. But at the end of the day, you find the practitioner or the teacher that is right for you. You have to have that feeling, the warm fuzzy feeling, or the feelings of synchronicities and the path of least resistance to go to the right practitioner or teacher for you. I hope that's helped clear up a few things for you. And until next time, thank you for listening. Namaste.